A very good day to you, Prof. I'm Utkarsh Kumar, student ID 250-27780, here with my team. Today, I'll be presenting to you the economic evaluation of the Sydney Olympic Park over an adjacent station development project. Describing this project to you in layman terms, it plans to build a new metro station for Sydney Olympic Park alongside three extra buildings for commercial and residential purposes with an investment of 585 million Australian dollars to improve connectivity between the eastern and western suburbs of Sydney. The primary objective of this project in assessment are to reduce travel times between key areas like Parramatta and the Sydney CBD and to transform Sydney Olympic Park into a major connecting hub, enhancing its role as a key transit and activity center. This project represents a transformative step in improving accessibility, which is expected to benefit both residents and businesses in this area. Our report provides an in depth economic analysis, including a cost benefit analysis, project evaluation, and key financial indicators like the NPV and BCR to assess this project's viability. Now, looking at this project description, this development is part of the broader Sydney Olympic Park Master Plan 2030, which was already mentioned as including a new underground metro station as well as three commercial and residential buildings above ground. The project location sits centrally between Sydney CBD and Parramatta, in between Victory Drive and Herb Elliott Avenue inside the Olympic Park area, adjacent to its major facilities like the stadiums and arenas where major events happen frequently, enhancing its connectivity for a range of activities in the area. The timeline of this project began with planning and community engagements in 2016, which led to formal planning happening in 2021, with ongoing steps to ensure that the project aligns with community needs and environmental standards. In addition to improved transit, the project also supports 34,000 new jobs and provides 10,000 new homes for 23,000 residents. These components will not only accommodate growth for Sydney Olympic Park and Sydney itself, but it will support the area's continued evolution as a vibrant, well connected precinct. Now, moving on to the economic evaluations in the micro and macro phases.
Hello, our next slide is project statement. Our project statement aimed at enhancing livability and economic potential of Sydney Olympic Park. There are three key benefits. First one is increased transport capacity to support major events at Agad Stadium, Katos Bank Arena, and Sydney Showground. The second one is over 478,000 trips recorded during major events like Taylor Swift Eras Tour. The third one is smoothens transport experience, boosting Sydney's capability to host large scale events. They impacted 10,000 plus new homes for 23,000 residents and creation of 34,000 jobs, easing infrastructure stress in the area. They have many challenges like balancing significant residential and commercial growth with the heritage and community values of Sydney Olympic Park. Let's talk about macroeconomic setting. So, according to projections by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, Sydney's population is expected to increase by 1.6% annually, reaching an additional 1.74 million people by 2036, representing a 20% increase from current figures. Australian Bureau of Statistics also, the Sydney Metro West project, which includes development at Sydney Olympic Park, is part of a broader 20 billion Australian dollar public investment initiative by the New South Wales government to enhance transportation infrastructure. After macroeconomics, we'll talk about microeconomic setting. There are four phases in microeconomic setting. Phase one is the development is projected to create 34,000 jobs in retail, management, and services all over the Sydney West area. After that, enhancements in transportation are anticipated to boost public transport usage by up to 30%, significantly reducing private vehicle dependence and associate cognition. The third phase is supply chains are expected to see a 5 to 10% boost in economic output due to increased demand for construction materials and services. The last phase is predicted new investment in commercial real estate and related development could reach up to 580 million Australian dollars surreal by the project. In next slide, we will talk about project evaluations, benefits, costs, and other details. The benefits are the project incorporates sustainable building, practices the aim to reduce energy consumptions and promote renewable energy use. Features such as solar panels, green roofs, and advanced HVAC systems not only minimize the environmental footprint but also set a standard for future development. Second benefit is the design of the development emphasize pedestrian friendly pathways and cycling tracks, encouraging active lifestyle. Proximity to parks and recreational facilities further supports community health and well-being. Our third benefit is the project generates thousands of jobs during both construction and operational phase, contributing significantly to local employment. Job opportunities range from construction to retail management and maintenance roles.
I will be talking about cost, tangible cost. According to the City of Parramatta Council, there are three primary tangible costs associated with this metro project. First is acquisition of land and construction. Second is operating. Third is maintenance. This project is on 1.5 hectare land, which is around 15,000 square meter, and the average cost of acquisition is around $33 million. And this metro construction has three buildings require capital amount, which is around 585 million. When the metro is constructed and ready for its operation, another cost occurs. It's called operating and maintenance cost, and this cost is around $40 million. Talking about project viability indicators, we have taken three indicators: NPV, BCR, and IRR. Talking about NPV, the initial investment is around $585 million and at the discounted rate of 7%. And we have calculated through 50 annual years, and talk through that. Our final NPV is $1071.537 million. Talking about BCR, total present value of benefits is $1071.537 million, and the total present cost, which is $695 million, and putting it into the formula, it came out 1.5409. And talking about IRR, using all these cash flows of the projects for the first 50 years, we have calculated it as 10.40%. Talking about sensitive analysis, which is a critical tool for these kind of projects which has uncertain outcomes or timeline or long timelines. Here we have created a flow chart too, which is showing fixed cost, initial investment, and discounted rate. Here we are talking about intangible costs, community impact and environmental consideration, waste production and population pollution, and extended environmental effect.
Now, I would like to thank my team members here and Virat for doing the major economic analysis of this project so far. Coming over to the recommendations, the Sydney Olympic Park over an adjacent station development project is one that should focus on its long-term benefit as it is a long project. You know, you're not doing a metro project for just a few years. This project is one that's expected to break even around year 27 or so, according to our estimates, and it's gonna keep gaining benefits or further in even more. It should be this should be a project that is emphasizing its improved connectivity, its job creation and housing to get more public interest in it. And it should be one that's highlighting its contribution to sustainability and urban growth as well. To if the project leaders are worried about its financial viability in its first 20 or 25 or so years, they should look to alternative funding options to be able to recoup the losses that they're going to have in those years as well, to be able to run more smoothly. And they should look to be mitigating for any potential risks that are happening as well and plan for these risks as well. Leveraging the economic benefits of this project are going to help a lot in getting the project up and running well as well. Thank you so much for listening to our analysis of the Sydney Olympic Park Metro project. More details have been provided in the report that we've also attached as part of this assignment. This is Utkarsh Kumar with team members Dheer and Virat signing out. Thank you so much.